forgiveness, the kindness of the Savior, the hope of nations, Savior.
This is Chariot TV.
Yamamuni Namakwa Edeba Chariot TV. So action time. It's been a very long time. And so we are back. We welcome all of you to Chariot TV. This is action time. My name is Obed, and I am the host for this program. In fact, a co-host. Over the weeks, we've been looking at some lessons on evangelism, and then shift focus kakra. So yamamuni na makwaba safi and I will join in. I think Ghana it's around 8 o'clock. Baby I will share fibia ni yamwakwaba edeba action time. So we are live. Kokache wadam fubi say we are live. We are live on action time. Inteno umbra na umbra shedi air koso. As you can see, I think I see some comments. Say oba program neso because the program is live. Just make sure you like, and then the next thing you're supposed to do is to share the link. Okay, share the link. And yet in Crophone can't share the link now other areas, but we know share the link because Jumedia here say obi answer can Jumedi ni binti no me sounds me more about edeba and Jumedi no so Jumedi no we are going to look at, I think last few months we looked at opportunities to work abroad. Na yehunyama bibre. In fact, the conversation was really engaging and interesting, and the discussion was as a result of the feedback that particular episode. So today we are switching on to look at opportunities to study abroad. So as you can see on the screen, today's discussion and subsequent discussions probably until the end of the month, until we welcome the month of August, which is a very big month on the calendar of Chariot TV. Share opportunities to study abroad. But just to touch on the month of August, if you don't know what is going on, so you're Ghana or UK or baby now name what is going on. Like you because what's up, what's going on. Now Unim said there is something called digital lectureship. Are you trying to short kind of DL 2025? Then you are messing out. You have to come out, or you have to get up to speed to what's going on. Or we are say in the whole month of August. In fact, for some few days we are going to look at series of lessons back to back. Preachers, teachers preachers who have served a long time, and not just limited to Ghana. That is the interesting thing. We are looking at globally. So it is so interesting. Heaven. Now you do heaven, like you see people from Mozambique, you see people from Afghanistan, you see people from Iran, US, and ASEFO. So this is the time for you to get acquainted with some of these people. It's Chariot TV managers have actually sat down, drawn a timetable, and they have included all these kinds of preachers from various countries. Now, Omo Eba share with us in the month of August. Mark it on your calendar. August is for Chariot TV, digital lectureship. Transport any conference center be a debi. Just get your data, get your gadgets, and then stream it when we are live on air. Intino Moma Yen Shenenson. This is Chariot TV. The program today is Action Time. And what we are discussing today is opportunities to study abroad. So I think no program, so I'm sounds more baby. My baby I will share if you drop in the comments in the comment section, who send microphobia, Alan did it, I'll just read them out and then we can proceed. Patrick, yes, Patrick Abe on the Miami all the way from Asante Bekwa. Asante Bekwa was in me back one of these days. Mintimi Emma Honomoda, Asante Bekwa for each young Anthony Oponso sharing live from Mali. Yes, live from Mali. Is a very consistent audience. Yes, Anthony. So I share. Said the Anthony I share. I think about program. So I share the link to others. Drop in your comment section. Tell us your name, where you are watching us from, and say something to us, and we would do well to project it for you. So and then we are looking at opportunities to study abroad. Yeah, sure. Kwanya a bit to me. Abwa more Ghana. Who have the desire to study, because Bible naturally and say over biblical side now says study to show yourself approved, a workman who does not need to be afraid, rightly divine the word of truth and all that. About physical side and so on. Was it to me Eddie and say Juma answer a bit me and say Juma, we need to acquire some knowledge, some skills. So and until you go school, you go skills 1 or 2, then we come back. So when it comes to studying scriptures, studying a trade, and as a studying going to school, there are so many options in Ghana. Isha Sifi, like KG, nursery, SHS, National Science and Maths quiz. Whether we knew when we knew, and they I think we name the best school. That I think recently we name who is reigning who is the reigning champion. If you know who is reigning National Science and Maths quiz, I'll drop it in the comment section now. Mention what is going on over there. But aside that, your co school to me, Juma and Juma, that's good. It being so take another angle, another pathway. I'm call a university there too many professors and I say for. And afterwards, a Bikra are tired of being in Ghana. People want to spread their wings. People want to explore. People want to do other things. And who say sometimes what's if I not what I say. So sometimes it is very, very beneficial for you to travel. So we can ask them travel and see to find a question, like just go out there, explore. Because as I said, when you go at the end of ball, if you are seeing that to her. So it will be very difficult for you. And I said to be very make the saying one place now sometimes you need to explore. So like to coin. Yes, just go out and explore what is going on. So one of the ways you can do that is through studies. So people are eager to study, and some people choose to study abroad. And also there are opportunities. What's the fact when you realize that when you travel, you get to know and see so many other opportunities. A bit in your they can avail of such opportunities, and that is the reason why Chariot TV managers at Nase now almost say in discussing this particular topic, because it is very important. It is going to affect us. It is going to help our young ones avail of all the opportunities that are out there, and it is also going to help then the church benefits. So as a Sunday, almost 2 offering, they can give out big cash and all that. Now, even people travel to places where the church is not even established, and because of their presence there, people are able to establish church. The presence of the church comes over there. So yeah, it has so many benefits. So topic I discuss, opportunities to study abroad, and I'm not going to do this discussion alone. I have chairman may invite in a short while. So before I invite him, I know some more training but I want them to say. Let me know what's going on in the comment section. Let us know who you are, where you are watching us from, and say something to us. It's very, very important. Now, a discussion. So I think my kind comment and may invite my guests and highest motivation. Highest motivation. I like your name. I say, God bless you, brethren. watching from Obuasi for nyina Nyankopon Instagram. You sure say gold no mugu so A2 munyere mo ho. Jonathan Yali or say, oh, many of them are Jonathan. I say it's great to see you, bro. But greetings. Me so Michia Nyankopon Instagram. I say watching live, Jonathan. Now watching you live from Takwa Achimpem. Takwa. I think the said me call Takwa some time ago, but I'm not really sure which part of Takwa me call it. But Takwa phone na Nyankopon Instagram ye nim se mo hwe dwumadie no. Mo share link no. Se wonyan share link na please share the link. It is very, very important for others to also join in and then have a part of this discussion, because this discussion will go a long way to helping someone. You never know. And it will be very, very interesting for you to be the reason why someone's life got turned around for the better. Share link. And then I have my brother a year. Answer na mema okay ebi microphone obi yes we too fresh. Ti me who say like money be chase me. O dey want to was me the number no be 200 o dey want was, but and then we have someone here. Like he's very new on Chariot TV, and we want to baptize him. So in baptism, no, you realize I was saying I didn't do any. So you want to know everything about him. So before anything or before we proceed, no, Mema, we're introducing him. Many of them are more kwaba.
When you're bed, so medase na Mema ajoso.
All right, Nyankopon I mean so major so pan. Who are you? Like, what is saying? Your friend saying, Fana and like, where were you born? And it's not my who you are, and baby Ufi, and something about you. Who are you?
Edika, my first akunya na minchia ashefwa. Also, what is Ajimedi? Na minchia teacher, I'm Crystal Master of Madofua. Me who say benum free asante bekwai oboase mali me who say how can was ropa na me so mo nyina nkrai say wonko so won hwe Charity TV energy media ye wo hase me den de Nathaniel dansun tia mo na ye wo me wo achem oda nti oda it's now oda kakra na fe adwuma se menti ma wo for call takwa hono ekotena nti takwa na fe me shase Church of Christ Sunday School means menya entity kakra fe adwumasem ya nti ma wo for Sunday pia gona so edro na ohona me boys ebeye Kristo asoreba nti oho me free agona so do na me call school Mfantipem senior high school na me wie Mfantipem Nyankopon ado menya KN University ho admission na me call sia Bachelor of Science in Telecommunication Engineering nti ene sene abefo internet aba nyina yetumi ko internet so sene ye meeting isi sia ya manfo we asa fa nyina wo hwe internet na ebo ma yetumi yesa nti me ko sia internet ho nimde kakra ena e free ho na me national service okay university ho na me teaching assistant nti afe 2022 na Nyankopon adom so menya school ko ho akonya wo Canada me free Ghana me back Canada na me be me masters program nti masters program no afi mu bosom ye tosom nan na Nyankopon adom me wie masters program no afi ma hye PhD program ase nti me ho information kakra metime dia ma etiefo ni ahwefo nyina no.
Wow. Interesting. There are so many things to unpack. I know say you are more comfortable with the English language, but you're being interspersed. So whichever language you are comfortable with, don't be shy. Nyankopon adom ye nyina it's bilingual. So you better chi kakra near the brofo kakra like so as near the awo kakra. So feel free. Yeah, this is action time. Yeah, typical kind of saying Bible scholars giddy higher boko just relax in your chair and then make sure say my chair and call chika crack na what level no embra camera for person who when so that's the internet who when na and crowd. So yes, this is who we have. We have Nathaniel with us today, and he's going to join me in today's discussion. The discussion we are looking at opportunities to study abroad. We want to look at how people can avail of some opportunities out there to enhance or to expand or to a friend is saying broaden their educational pathway or the educational portfolio, if you want to put it that way. So yes, that is what we are about to discuss. So yeah, I think Okasano can say, I think one thing I didn't get from what you said from your introduction, you grew up in Takwa when you were, right?
Yeah, me actually more than, but
Achimoda.
my parents in transfer and I will call Takwa. And see,
Okay.
I can't money I call it Takwa.
Okay.
Takwa no.
Okay.
It's now for, if I remember correctly, close to about just 5 to 7 years in my approximate estimation. Yeah.
So congregation Ben was some I want to know because it's very important. Which congregation have you worshipped the most, like the longest when you were in Ghana?
Mekasa Agona Swedro.
Okay.
Inti Agona Swedro na me wo since 2005.
Agona Swedro congregation Ben, I know that there may be so many congregations in Agona Swedro.
Congregation never Mandela, Agona Swedro Mandela. Yes.
Agona Swedro Mandela. So Agona Swedro Mandela for Esha Moba any. So I think they can give you some shout out.
Right.
And then so all the way from Agona Swedro Mandela congregation.
That's
and
right.
Who was your preacher, if I may ask?
Now your preachers, preacher Ebodum. I think last year now. I didn't do any by way. I see a preacher and Gabriel Apia Mills, and I see our main preacher. I'm gonna say Mandela Church.
Oh, fantastic. So right from that time, you went through I think secondary school, primary
That's
school,
right.
secondary school.
That's right.
Which secondary school did you attend? Okay, which primary school did you attend? Make sure I be call Montessori. And I was like,
they call Calvary Christian Academy. It's a school in Agona Swedro, and from Calvary. So I went to elementary school in Calvary. I also went to GHS in Calvary. Now I admission from Spin School for secondary or senior high education into one I call Cape Coast.
Calvary Methodist School, no, a mission school.
No, we're different from into the Calvary Methodist. This is Calvary Christian Academy.
Okay.
It's completely different from Calvary Methodist, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow, interesting. So, right from secondary school, primary school, then I'll call secondary school. If I'll call secondary school. Oh, where Boche? Boche. Yeah, Ben. Oko year Ben now year Ben.
It's the Confantapem 2013 and maybe 2016. Yeah.
Wow. Kwa Boche.
Yeah.
There's a what being you. Wow. It's Kwa Boche on Oko program Ben.
General science into the 4 core subjects: English, integrated science, social studies, core mathematics, and then for my electives, chemistry, physics, elective mathematics, and then technical drawing into my biology, technical drawing in place of biology.
What made you choose these courses in your secondary school? Because I said when you are in the junior high school, before you complete your BEC, you are given the options to choose the schools, and then the schools and probably the programs are all be chosen in those schools. So what actually informed your decision to choose some of these programs?
Okay.
And I said this particular set of subjects as a course that you wanted to take.
Yeah, but that's it. I think to begin with, my parents just said, they were very much invested in my education, and they kept reinforcing my curiosity. So, now was shaming coins and men course one means and I mean, and your mass. And me drew JHS and after baby course, just not my dream career and the person, what I wanted to be in future. At the time, around in my generation, I think medicine was a very popular field, but me sure demands of medicine not me sure I know it in the no medicine they are to me and I had this intuition said engineering was where I wanted to be or what I wanted to go into. And knowing said medical engineering, I knew said biology wouldn't pay any dividends for me in the long term. And if there was an option for me to do away with biology and then do something that is more relevant to engineering, I mean that then I will do that. Into technical drawing formed or offered that option because we engineer, you must know how to, picture things and then draw them using the principles of mathematics, geography, geometry, and other disciplines. Since it's laid a very good foundation for me. And looking back, and it wasn't a decision that was in vain. I hope I'm for so many university. The interest in pursuing a career in engineering is what influenced my decision to not study biology, but rather technical drawing, physics, chemistry, and then EMAT.
And talking about your interest, and I realized, sir, you made mention of the key role your parents played in that because they gave you that room to think and to explore, right?
Yeah. No correct. Now when you a teacher for now when you say school great and now school now you're home a bit me about for superma me sonny you say me school and now shame me crying say me hona school there so on for so pan say me share that me hu sia there and I feel na say baby chair my na say me be someone now ebo opa so oni ma obes share me crying bet me afa so be hu nyama na tia se na afi aboa me ankasa me nyine my dream. Yes, it's really played a very influential role in my growth as a student and then as a person. Yeah.
Wow. So you are trying to get a hold of the whole story. Please, if anyone joining us, this is Chariot TV. The conversation has just begun. I have my brother here, Nathaniel Danso in Tiamwa, who is actually not any other person, or he's a brother. He's part of us. He's a member of the Lord's Church. And just as you heard in his introductory remarks, he grew up in Takwa Swedro, right? And Mandela, right? Mandela congregation. So yes, he's sharing how he actually progressed mechanic educational progression. And we want to understand when we actually talk about some of these pathways where you can, because he has gone through the mill. So he's sharing some of these things. The young ones coming up can exactly pick a few things. You see, I'm trying to ask him certain questions. A bit now, now you are in this stage, you know the decisions to take and then where you can end up when you take one or two decisions. Moma, pay attention. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube. So please drop in your comments wherever you're watching us from. Drop in your comments in the comment section, like the page, share the link. These are the three things you are supposed to do for us. Chariot TV Medina, we are still reminding our viewers that August is a very big month, the month of digital lectureship. If you've not yet marked it on your calendar, you are not too late, but you are getting late. It's mark it on your calendar. The month of August, right from the 1st of August. We are having digital lectureship on Chariot TV, and it is going to be live. So you just need your device. You don't need to take transportation fee. You just need to sit down and listen, and then imbibe these words, sound words, and then living words from God's word. So yes, so you had this interest. You realized right from the onset that you were not really that good in medicine, although medicine was the popular field when you were growing up, but you weren't really, you knew yourself. So that is self-realization. So you knew yourself, you realized your strengths and your weaknesses, and you thought that you would be good in engineering. So you chose that pathway, and that is why you chose science, and you chose a very good school in Fansipim. Some people say there are only 2 schools in Ghana, in Fansipim and the rest, but well, I will leave that to the viewers whether that is true. If just put it in the comment section. Some people say that meaning Dainty and Krofokasa about well and Krofota Kasa. So let's proceed. So Kobuche 2013, now we're 2016, right?
Yes.
You did science.
Yeah.
And from there, it kind of shaped the dream that you had to be an engineer, right?
Yes.
And you completed a year Kwaboche in 2016. What happened after 2016?
Right, into 2016, before I was, so now already I knew I was going to pursue a career in engineering. Just I'm more interested in engineering, so it was, I would say, engineering or nothing. And see, I feel A better time and a fe, my name for year fill forms. I call up a shapon wakunya na fe, Mako Chamadishason. I still wasn't certain as to which specific discipline of engineering I may pursue. And see, at this junction, so now that who say chemistry, any idea, managing home baby. And see, any discipline of engineering that was chemistry reliant, it was out of the window. And see, that is chemical engineering, petroleum engineering, petrochemical engineering. Those weren't really in my field of view as options I would want to pursue in university. So I think at the time, the main ones of interest to me were civil engineering and electrical engineering. Na nyankopon adom na me offer ba ko no so oye telecom engineer himself na enkomotwhwe man na yebisa no say telecom engineering no, what are the requirements, what is really the field of telecom engineering about, and then what are the career prospects for anybody who pursues a bachelor's program in telecommunication engineering. And high school topics bit is probability, statistics. They are used fundamentally. In fact, they govern the principles of telecommunication engineering. So I actually managing open said, it's something I could use in a field that if I want to pursue a career in, I'll be able to leverage all these lessons I'm missing. And see, I know just said, my dream me, or catch me say, this is a course for telecom engineering field, and who say no. I feel like this is something I'm very much interested in. So I want to also go on to see what happens in there. Then again, I feel my prospects, at the time, that was in 2016. Yeah, I need some mobile phones. 2016, I into many video calls. Now just WhatsApp and maybe other social media platforms and text messages. But within the space of 9 years, you understand I bear from Fidi. I can't anymore and you to me video call meeting say yeah. You know, bro, but any I should follow it showed that telecom had a very significant role to play in the advancement of humanity, and that's prospects really excited me. And I feel about home pie and who say, "Oh, it's worth the shots." Into application, the telecommunication engineer was my first option, and then civil engineering, and then some other two. So don't kind of remaining two, but it was telecom and then civil. And nyankopon adom admissions ne by na menya admission in telecom engineering program, and that was the beginning of the story at KNUST.
Yeah. Oh, KNUST.
Yes.
So from Butche to Tech.
Yes.
Wow, top. Just what say now top. Interesting. Yeah, mamunyi na makwaba bimsafe na join Action Time. We are live on Chariot TV. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. If you're joining us for the first time, we are discussing opportunities to study abroad. And my guest today is Nathaniel Danso Intiamwa. He's an electrical engineer. I think you can surmise from the Okikano so far. And he's currently pursuing but he's pursuing advanced degree in electrical engineering. Specifically tailored towards telecommunication engineering, and so many things now I share right from the timer or share a year the influence the parents played, and also the influence of his uncle, and also Onwakasane's self-realization, and so many things that his upbringing actually shaped and molded him to where he currently is. So after join me, we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube. Drop in your comments in the comment section, and I'll do well to read them. If you have any question for our brother, or you have any encouraging words for those watching us, you can also drop them in the comment section, and we'll definitely go back and then read them when time permits. Yes. So yes. Also, we'll call electrical engineering. Is it electrical engineering?
So in KNUST, telecommunications engineering.
Oh, okay. So they have telecommunication engineering. Right, yeah. So yeah, some people are very confused. So KNUST, say obia VSHS, na say like person engineering now. Is it say like more first year, engineering, then they separate you into different types of engineers, and I say you have to choose which type of engineering right from the outset before you even apply to tech and I said to the university? Like Sheshemu Kakra.
Right. And see, yes, sir, observation, no, it is actually valid, but not in Ghana and specifically Kenya University. There were schools do, especially from what I know in other countries. In fact, even in the university I am currently in, but first year, when you treat more as engineering, it's a much more end of first year exams new year. And then it becomes that say, okay, we call electrical, we call chemical, we call process engineering. But for Kenya University, no. Or apply, you have to specify which programs are offer. And when I say programs here, I mean it's a list of priorities. From priority 1 up until when I was applying at the time was priority 4. So you have 4 options. Program that I come so pan and be priority 1. Now and kaya say be when now first program now when I was admission, I feel consider your priority 2, 3, and then 4 in that order. Okay. For Kenya University, we'll apply for the programs specifically.
Wow, interesting. So you went into the program in 2016, am I right?
Yes, September 2016.
2020.
Yes, COVID graduation. Any first group. COVID nearby for graduating.
Okay. So what was your experience like back in the university tech?
Man, like I said, I was lucky because number of one I many more fans do one answer back here university because now the Brenna person were engineering in see one more na many more fans pen na one na Michelle no okay university. In see program no shall say na I feel I think kakra because we for SHS I was here fundamental physics but so university most I feel level no more pija kakra and I feel at the channel so I was saying if you said SHS in the better will be about university. I remember I was one I was here out here. And see, making that adjustment, quite challenging. But Yankopon domine, and the cranker craft, things progressed as we also gained experience on campus. And see, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't also so difficult. Yes, and that was how it's panned out in Kenya University.
Wow, me said yeah. What's one say one being because enough okay maybe now can many probability statistics just who numbers now not just say but it's good that we have brethren amongst us who aspire to such greater and higher heights in the academic ladder. We really adore you and we really we want to emulate you. It is an inspiration. Young men, young women, they are sharing our Safunim and our own Safunim. Once you're watching us, this is an opportunity. Know that the ODBC when you should be about working hard towards it. When Yankopon has a way of making sure that your aspirations, your dreams, and the audience when you know a bebem. Do you hear say you have to pay your price or you have to pay the price, right? So regardless of the difficulties and the challenges that you would encounter, once you make your mind say this is what I want, you definitely know say Nyankopon superpower na what to me edru. So yes, that has been the journey of our brother Nathaniel, and he found it a bit challenging in the university. But one part, but I think that most people drop out in the university some of the courses, especially say physics ni we think kakra and as a maths ni we think kakra. I know say a microphone, but you went through into idea will be a bit to me, and I think it pertains to all other programs. We are not saying it's a physics and or engineering and all programs. I have the philosophy say all programs are difficult. Every program is difficult initially until you study it and then it becomes easier. So regardless of the program you are pursuing, you put in the effort, and I think that you did exactly that, and by God's grace, now. What happened?
And see me film here in the sense that me we Kenya University. Okay, and see maybe we Kenya University, na and can be both type and say can be we are I'll go and work one of the telecommunication companies in Ghana. And unfortunately, COVID ever hit just about 6 months before my graduation, February 2020. And see na adisiemu ana mere dwendwen ho say na nti say COVID no Nyankopon adom yare na faith asietu a what would the next innovations in telecommunications look like? Nti na me pensen mu na be hu say well innovations na ebeba no, it's going to be very significant. I think as of 2020, we used to video call, but the rate and the connectivity wasn't as global as it is today. Nti na making kind just a research amount for ya me hu say na mema we na mema na we hu adwuma just a dachi bi na afi ebeba betodwa. Nti me hwe na me hu say me call dosa research na amount for ya me pese me nso me ka ho bi na afi me nso me contribute to knowledge na amount for ya produce no. Nti I made that decision I think even before I graduated because so my person going into research, I also have to tailor my experiences so that when it's time for me to apply to graduate school, I could leverage on those experiences to sell myself to the graduate school in the sense of advertising my skill sets and my background. And see, I feel maybe when I'm who say, well, if I really want to go into research, I'm making experience from even Ghana. It's the honor that me imagine saying me teaching assistants for my national service. And see, me to Jose. My department say or PTs are waiting me the miracle. You see, Yankopon Doma, and also it went through and I feel by September 2020, me share my national service as okay University Department of Telecommunication Engineering. It's not me teaching assistants. And I feel me boy me supervisors, me share me lecturers, no professors, na departments on. It be or grants be or research be or person or review of literature. Me so once even from that experience, I'm using on how to conduct research, how to even write grants, because research being is research and it's open more and I'm taking so you would have to write a grant support. All that experience also helped me, and I feel so not just it was a bit flexible in terms of the time. It's not for me to me any other year I apply for graduate schools. Me who applications so yes, from KNUST graduation, I'm a service for 1 year as a teaching assistant. In fact, it's a teaching and research assistant, and I'm here for 1 year. And that was between September 2020 to October 2021. Yeah.
Wow. So during your teaching assistantship, that was when you got exposed to the world of research. You got exposed to the world of graduate studies. You even got to know, say, there are advanced things that are currently in your field. So you had the appetite to explore further, and that is exactly what I think you did, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Ebanesena, you chose to do your master's. So after your bachelor's degree, why didn't you do your master's degree in KNUST? Is it KNUST they don't offer master's degree and now say they don't offer PhD degree or Honomwana?
Okay. And see, yes, KNUST offers a Master of Philosophy program in Telecommunication Engineering. The decision to go abroad to pursue research overseas was fundamentally because field me person me go into I mean, indeed, there are lecturers in Ghana who also specialize in those areas. But when it comes to research advancements compared to the facilities abroad, Ghana is not so at par with this some of these facilities. Then again, when you're international certificates, it elevates your standing. So,
we are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. This is Action Time. A Higher Chariot TV. We are live, and this is Action Time. The program is on us. The topic we are discussing is opportunities to study abroad. We have our brother Nathaniel with us, and he's sharing his journey, his academic journey with us, and it's been exciting so far. For those who do not know, the month of August is a very busy month. As you can see in the background, you can clearly see there's big course of background on. Yes, it's drawing your attention. DL 2025. Near that the Lumba, the Kai will be DL 2025. Was it that the Lumba 2025? There be that the Lumba onye release a track bia this year. A digital lectureship. It is starting from the 1st of August to the 10th of August. 10 days of impactful lessons from scriptures back to back. In fact, programs are so lined up. in such a way that it would captivate you and you learn a lot. You grow spiritually and physically, and also you know that you have not a friend is saying you haven't actually labored in vain. You would actually learn so many skills and also learn a lot from scriptures from Nkrofua. They've spent hours behind Onyankopon Asem. They've taught so many lessons and they have lots of experience under their belts. So you don't want to miss it. It is on the 1st of August to the 10th of August this year. Next month, yeah. So mark it on your calendar. Also live our Chariot TV digital lectureship. It is coming off. Program no. Also, I think I can see some comments coming. More comments. Nimbra Obaswa. Mese Obaswa. Just tell me your name, where you're watching us from. If you have any question or you have any comments or any shout out, I asked the question, you'll be in one me answer. They say almost say Ghana, we have just 2 secondary schools in Fansipim and the rest. Is it true or false? Yeah, I am come Fansipim. There's a head good school and one fan to comment section one moment. Yeah. So I have someone here, Joshua Tete. Or say I'm interested, but I have no one to help me out now. I'm Joshua Tete. Yes, and it's me a program. So help na ocean. Joshua. So you have to listen and listen attentively, take some notes, and see where you are and what you can do from where you are based on what you have heard or what you are looking at or watching. Joshua, and we pay so much money just to bring this to you at a free cost. As we are sharing the stories, let's take notes. Let's see where we go. Question, particular question. I think he's also a coach. To me, a coaching for especially the young ones who are interested in graduate studies. If you have specific questions you want to pose to him, he's here to help you. I'm on program now. The guest number not Mr. Guest only more question beer. Na yemko. So another comment being so about I'll read it in your Philip Aliko or says sound topic watching you live from Trinidad. Trinidad near Ghana and said Trinidad and Tobago and Kasangasa. Say Trinidad and Tobago baby kupoting. Aha, Trinidad you want to Ghana no say no. As on mind be or no kwa shaman or all the nations. You have my Philip Yankupon in Shira. Abbey Solomon Abbey was watching you live from the Golden City. Golden City, then Temanasa Kumase. I'm not too sure of the Golden City now, but make it clear, okay? Make the words plain. Na yehu baby out here Abbey. Solomon Abbey. So utia my yehu baby kupoti out here ifi. So yes, brother Nathaniel. Now what can be was saying? Share a year when you surveyed a year the landscape of Ghana, your reason why you wanted to do your master's degree outside and I said abroad, was based primarily on your field. Share field now, a technology involved, or your Bachelor of Science in Engineering, telecommunication engineering.
That's right.
So you realize, say, to advance in your field because you had interest in research. You realize Ghana no but you shouldn't do a certain level when it comes to technology.
Right.
So you then wanted to look beyond it, right? Beyond Ghana, beyond the shores of the Gold Coast. So that was what prompted you because sometimes people leave for the wrong reasons. And then another reason is what that was very, very important. Our kind was we share the qualifications from certain institutions abroad in your field, and you realized you've done your research and you realize more certificates abroad. Because one, they were exposed to better teaching methods and teaching facilities, and then two, the respect and the prestige is there. So all these things informed your decision to move outside. I want you to touch more on that.
Okay. See, in academia, there is something we call research community. one just say or person nyame technology and become once a year say within that community and sometimes people have to recommend you. For instance, if you're okay juma a community you move for and will be recommended or akoma ebia yeah okay juma on in chain nti say what certification bisa internationally recognizable and no board that's number one. And then number two, it's on say waba amanone na afi one only juma no so usually no one so why go for what's our community ni mo ndi say o pa juma na say wodin da okra ta so say oh onua we ana nipa kro we ohwenes nipa ban ne senia oye na juma oye nipa sa ofa na juma obetimi aboa ni nyina aboa ma say o pa juma enwama emu ye hakakra ma then again it's not say waba amanone abesua dents usually no who graduate school you get a chance to attend conferences conferences here conference I just say in shemua one just say wa ben e wo sa ninde a wo pe ho wo hwe we cha kwan wa ben wo mu pan no e na wo be hye nti otumi ko conference bia otumi ko hye won twetwem komo you network. I think that's how you call it in English language na Mufa and Adankofa and Adankofa bia te se dachi bi bia ohia mo bia obetimi abo nti we ni nyina sa wo kan nyina boma otumi hu se wo ko graduate school e wa manoni a it helps your profile, it helps your exposure, which is also very important to your growth. And then again, the network out to me building on that should be a whole bunch for some. Yes.
And just to add to what you said, we are not saying say Ghana to me in that is not the point. Okay, the point we are making and say if there is something better, okay, always aspire for the best. If there is something better, for better. If there is something best, go for the best. So what I say. So no share who said when it comes to his field, telecommunication, Ghana compared to other countries, we are not there yet. So that was the decision, or that was the reason why he made that decision. So we are not saying, say, schools in Ghana are not the best, or they don't have the. We may have it, but the facilities. All these things, technologies are used to like WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube. All these things came from abroad and they consuming or Ghana. So what they say. So it's best if you are in that field. It's best to mingle with the top notches, or more those who are pushing the field, who are advancing the field. So I totally agree with you. And you see, you see, as our brother is acquiring such knowledge, and one a bit so back that's all the bois a year or mine Ghana. We get so many benefits from him when he comes back, and then he's contributing. The research or someone can take it, or a company can take it, and then they can expand it. And then by the time you realize Bema is the reason why Abrabo is simple when it comes to telecommunication. So we will probably talk about your main we'll study area and I say your research area, but not be extra. So yes, so when you wanted to study abroad, I know that there is a big ocean dividing Africa from maybe our Canada. It's an Atlantic Ocean. Like, how did you hear about I know that you did research, but how did you know say person called Canada? And I say, like, what happened? Like, tell me how you actually got to know say there are schools outside, because you move in like the anima tech gone and you can say
UCC,
yes,
that's
like
right.
if you travel just technically gone UCC. So I have 3 schools and open in but as a winning so many investors, so many investors. Tell us how you did it.
Well, and see, any kind of what shares are abetful. When I say abetful, I mean internet and technology. What countries are what dim waiting in my pan. Like I said, USA, China, UK, South Korea, Japan. Just a band of research. I'm would dim what in my pan. USA, China, Japan, South Korea, Canada, UK. And then let's say Germany, and then countries which some point Europe. So those are the countries and afi me hu say some person me kocha ma de so ho na say bia menya ho akonya e be boa me pa na afi me share some countries here my about countries by 7 but now afi me consider number 1 language barrier be bo ha wo kwatina ho na say won kabo for wo fa ayanko betimi idea nti wo fa da for betimi idea nti I had to narrow it down into my preference na number 1. I mean, going back, not my first preference was UK. And at the time, I said I knew about universities and scholarships. I said I need adequate information into when you the area. Into UK, no, just say who school I apply, who I apply. I feel business.
Like said, your whole casa fast too much, so people may not be able to follow. We are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. Those joining us for the first time, this is a Chariot TV. The program is Action Time, and what we are discussing is opportunities to study abroad. I have my brother Nathaniel over here, and he's leading in the conversation. He's said so many things. For those of you who just joined, you've missed so much, but I think you can still grasp something from the few minutes left. It's now can be also like who school I no apply, who school I no apply. Like you moving here, who school no. I say you technically like if I am who school, is this a school?
Right.
Like baby are like who schools now money on come like some tell us how you get to know the schools because it is very, very important. Obi one more or Ghana, the condo say at the end of episode Ghana lacks those things and or advance call a certain higher field. And there are so many opportunities when you travel. So there's scholarships and all that. Ghana no scholarship easy. So so when there's opportunity for people to gain some of these scholarships now, and I said these benefits, I think it is very important for them to avail of them. And as part of this program, we want to share for others to also know how to go about things. So you were saying, who schools now no apply? Tell us directly and more training chain.
Okay. And see, number 1, so the mechanical ashrafonis and it's your say who per school first of all, I was a who program our person way. And see if it's a winning program our person way now focus on school now. Schools in the Dawson, schools in the brave. Who program our person way first. What you can do is that google.com or Google. Just type.
You're taking notes. Google.com. Okay.
Yes.
Matrato.
And to Google, you can just type the degree and the program name. And the Master of Science in Psychology, for example.
And to make google.com. See, I'm a person master. Maybe I'm a person Master of Science in Music. Now my type google.com.
Yes.
Master of Science in Music. Now my head
Now after what type into 2 options, you can just type Master of Science in Music, universities in the country's name.
Oh, okay. It's everyone me person call UK.
Okay.
Now me person me music. Person me masters in music. Metro me call google.com. Now I type it Master of Science in Music.
Yes.
In
universities.
Okay. Master of Science in Music plus universities in UK, United Kingdom.
That's right. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Enter.
Enter. Who links are a list of universities where you can offer Master of Science in Music. In them I will search now easier. Say Oko universities in the UK. Now if I check your website, now if you know say music and also music. And nobody will be but when you program person way now if Master of Science in Music, for example, Master of Science in Music universities in the UK. Enter links kakra obema a country regarding universities or UK offer Master of Science in Music. And then that way, your search is narrowed to a specific scope.
Yeah. Interesting. Time on air call, and we have just scratched the surface. I know that details in the war. What I say, fella no. I know what church would never be bad to was Omi Jawa. You feel any number, but very important. What we are doing is very, very important. We would want our viewers to take notes. It is not just in vain that we spend about 60 minutes just to talk about these programs. It is for the benefit of you. So that we can advance ourselves, can better ourselves in terms of studies, in terms of knowledge, in terms of our livability, our employability, and all that. And in our safety addition. So it is very, very important. All the things we've talked about. Let's pay attention. Let's take notes. Today we've just scratched the surface. Your time on air call, and I'll take the last minutes, just to read comments. Next week. Next week. You see about near it's in Kwamua. And next week, probably I'll have a surprise for you. But mooning. Anyway, so just hold your horses. Let me read some comments biaba, and I have to read them. Yes, anyway. Philip, I think my kind Philip will say sound topic, watching you live from Trinidad. Okay, maybe sound said Trinidad near him. So young fan by Anshe. I've been so saw her from Golden City, and also maybe sound what is Golden City? Hey, my boss. My boss and so I said the Shadrach said, do we have Trinidad in Ghana? And you share your Trinidad in Ghana, or yet now, oh dear. Papa Koshe baby na Ghana for asthma more, let's now. Philip, also Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, okay. Yes, our mind Sangasa, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, TNT. Anyway, and yet TNT like the chemist TNT, but TNT. Anyway, Shadrach, also Kaswa Kaswa bed Kaswa. Me sure say Kaswa. Kaswa do a winya Trinidad and Tobago. Mu could be or Kaswa. Anyway, Patrick and so say Golden City is only one pet Brekum. Oh, sir, meaning say Brekum no friend of Golden City. No, I never knew. Patrick, thank you so much. Golden City. It's your Golden City and your cities in the I want to cities in the brain. Meaning, tell my friend is saying, Anna Kumasi and some friend or some more cities be baby. Anyway, me and Twaso. Jonathan said the only city in Ghana repping live and following closely on Chelsea game. Yeah. Anyway, the producer, chief programmer Memoajo, was watching live from the only city in Ghana. Well, that is very debatable because your Golden City so or Brekum for also sharing. I'm not sure whether you are the only city in Ghana, but also repping live. Now, show maybe I'll share if you be and Bompire said. Chelsea for Ebelusu, game beyond Bobia. All right. Patrick also say Obwa Bra. Anyway, I think he was responding to someone earlier. Jonathan Biem, I think yeah, Wamano I. Anyway, me name the opera. So say Master say to Ghana University there. I think he made this comment in reference to the fact that all kinds of facilities, there weren't so many facilities in Ghana that could accommodate the master's degree. So they are like the level at which the world has gotten to. The facilities in Ghana couldn't or do not match up. They are not at par, as you made mention of. So when it comes to certain programs, we are not saying say all programs, but when it comes to certain programs like your special program, technology, also telecommunication skills or something like that, telecommunication engineering, you get better facilities, and they are the edge. They are the kind of saying the edge of the discovery. So it is very important. You don't be at the bottom, like you be at the edge, so that you can know what's really going on. So he was making this comment in reference to that, I believe. There, I also say I'm watching you live from Ajamesu for Nyankopon Sham. Watch us live all the time. Hey, me preach about Kope. Yeah. Nyankopon Sham, Richard Donko. So watching you live from Henderson Church of Christ. Yes, Henderson for Nyankopon Isham. Yeah, about we invite you and bro we try and plenty tickets in mind because Henderson one will see it in right? So for Richard, really. personal request. Me try ticket in mine. Richard Donko, oh, it's a good job. Hey, it's a good job about the necessary ticket, no. It was so. All right, Abe Solomon, or say Brekum. Okay, so Golden City near Brekum. Wafwa, so I think Wafwa the Patrick Kine also. And the Garden City. Garden City near Kumase. And I confuse me. So your Garden City, your Golden City, and your the only city. Anyway, one fine one. All right. Jonathan also the electrical engineering I did in KNUST. In KNUST, no. Massa, go and study outside. Oh, means all your electrical engineering, no. Anna just say okay, but what do you make us away? The boss also electrical engineering, the way or take one, but I think so one telecommunication. I'm not sure about what he did. Anyway, so Yankopon, I think a hand day in programming in base. Your final words, brother Nat.
Any kind meda in animal or chariot TV and on your bed. Madam was a power, a queen with the mammy so. The minim kakra fa say ye press cook ho akonya wo amana no so memfa meni enwano embeche na afi so meshe etiefo nyina nkran ahefo nyina nkran say addition de enye easy just say oga school easy dia enye no kre addition ya na mo yankopon na yekoso yenkoso nhwe no mpa bo say onkan ho na omoye na afi so yankasa so yenwe ho wo addition mo de and then the no yenkan hu ne say I think Colossae for homa no etim miensa and can so edrono miensa Bible no ka try say the besom say be bia no yenyan say the yaman yankopon na yenyan say the yamanipa inti in English no you think of it in terms of say oh yeah you must do it with excellence inti the obey bia no you have to do it with excellence say okay offer excellence now offer success they are not the same. Excellence in it, said you are trying to be the very best possible version of yourself, whereas success is being the best amongst others. Usually, your biggest opponent is yourself. And if you are trying to pursue excellence, a byproduct of that will be success. And young society, baby, and you say
Wow, that is very, very interesting. So the now pursue excellence. Pursue excellence in whatever thing you are doing. If you're a student, you should not settle for less when there is something much more. And that is the focus of this discussion. We are supposed to pursue excellence, the guests in the kind. So we are here to help you out. We are here to share a few things that we know and we think will help brethren who want to aspire to study outside the country. Share the stories of people who have done it. Okay, Ghana. Can say area and they have actually done the thing. My trauma for Jonathan David and people who have really done it. So what I say. So so I make him say they talk about very but anyway, so that was Papa brother Nat Yakupon insure Yakupon Yadom one next week, about the one come to train so TF one so no Yadamunina must say more any at Snab Abesi something so we I think I have another comment man I don't know what will happen go for any background anyway Jonathan will say the electrical engineer okay my kind way and I said master I did electronic just electronic engineering I say engineering in Navy I see the bravo say why never be more facilities now baby I will share any day say anyway Patrick can say or say Nikola Tesla progeny okay Jonathan well yenhwe so betimi aba behwe de ekoso abrochire na wetimi aye Nikola Tesla de ni bia but until that no math keke ya no keke enim so abin but yenhwe de ebesi I think I have my final comment. Oh okay also watching live from Ushim phone na ichecha na anyway so yes Anna yedi dwumadie ni nyina ebesi me a me di dwumadie ni mo chia me yefrɛ me opet Nyankopɔn adom na sa dom yɛn a yebehia next week na yɛde program nto aso abrɛm Yeah, Kai will be say digital lectureship next month, August, from the 1st of August to the 10th of August. Mama, yeah, mark your calendar. And when it is time, let us join. And I believe we would all be blessed. Ha, I need you to make any